Ben didn't know what to do, feeling only dissatisfaction and disappointment in himself, waking up physically drained and helpless.
Topic: Stop waiting for motivation. How one small habit changed Ben's life forever. The morning sun filtered through the blinds, casting dusty beams of light across a room that hadn't been tidied in weeks. In the middle of the chaos lay Ben, awake but paralyzed. It was 10 a.m. He had promised himself he would wake up at 7 a.m. But the alarm had been snoozed into silence hours ago. Ben's life felt like a broken record, skipping over the same gloomy tune every single day. He was stuck in a loop of meaninglessness. His career was stagnant, his hobbies were forgotten, and his health was declining. Instead of getting up to face the world, he reached for his phone. For the next hour, he lay there, doom-scrolling through social media, watching other people live the successful, vibrant lives he desperately wanted. He felt a heavy weight in his chest, a mix of guilt, envy, and exhaustion. Ben was convinced that his problem was a lack of motivation. He spent his nights watching high-energy motivational videos. He would listen to speakers screaming about hustle culture, beast mode, and waking up at 4 a.m. At 2 a.m., filled with a sudden surge of adrenaline, Ben would map out a grand plan to change his entire life overnight. He would write down ambitious goals, run 10 kilometers daily, read a book a week, become a millionaire in 2 years. But when the morning came, that motivation had evaporated like mist. He would wake up tired, overwhelmed by the sheer size of the mountain he had built for himself, and retreat back to the safety of his bed and his phone. He tried every method, every planner, every app, but nothing stuck. He felt like a failure. One rainy afternoon, Ben met up with an old friend, Mark, at a local coffee shop. Mark was different. He wasn't the loudest guy in the room, nor did he preach about intense discipline. Yet, he had built a successful business, ran marathons, and always seemed to possess a calm, steady energy. Ben poured his heart out. "I just can't find the motivation. Mark, I wait for that spark to get me moving, but it never comes. I feel like I'm drowning." Mark took a sip of his coffee and smiled gently. "That's your mistake, Ben. You're trying to build a house starting from the roof. You think you need motivation to act. But actually, action creates motivation." "But I can't even get out of bed." Ben sighed. "Then don't try to change your whole life," Mark said. "Just change one tiny thing. Don't think about the 10 kilometers run, just put on your running shoes. Don't think about building a business empire, just rearrange your desk so it's a nice place to sit. Or that YouTube channel you always talk about. Don't worry about becoming famous. Just post one imperfect video today." Mark leaned in closer. "Success isn't a giant leap, Ben. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. A giant leap is terrifying. A small step is easy. When you take a small step, you feel a tiny victory. That victory gives you the dopamine to take the next step. Forget about the result. Forget about getting rich or being perfectly disciplined. Just focus on the sustainable value of doing one small thing right now." That night, Ben went home. The urge to lie down and scroll was strong. But he remembered Mark's words. Just one small thing. He looked at his cluttered desk, the graveyard of his abandoned projects. He didn't force himself to work for 4 hours. He simply cleared away the old coffee cups and organized his pens. That was it. It took 5 minutes. But something shifted. Seeing the clean desk gave him a sudden, small spark of clarity. "Well," he thought, "since the desk is clean, maybe I'll just open my laptop." 10 minutes later, he was editing a video. An hour later, he pressed upload on a short vlog he had filmed months ago but was too afraid to post. He didn't become a millionaire the next day. He didn't suddenly have abs of steel. But the next morning, waking up was a little easier. He made his bed. The day after, he walked around the block. Ben realized that the magic wasn't in a lightning bolt of inspiration. It was in the quiet, boring power of a simple habit. He stopped rushing for the finish line and started falling in love with the process. He found that by lowering the bar, he could actually jump over it every day. And slowly, day by day, habit by habit, the meaningless fog lifted, replaced by a life of purpose, built one small stone at a time.
Thank you for watching Ben's journey. Remember that action creates motivation. So don't wait for a miracle, just start with one small step. I hope this inspires you to lower the bar and start building your own momentum today. Please share your thoughts in the comments. What is the one tiny habit you are committing to right now?